Marie Forleo's "Everything is Figureoutable" is more than just a self-help mantra, it's a mindset blueprint, crafted to help readers break free from excuses, fear, and doubt. The core idea of the book is simple yet powerful. No matter how difficult or impossible a challenge may seem, with the right mindset and a willingness to act, solutions can be found. Forleo grew up watching her mother fix everything from broken radios to plumbing systems using little more than grit, duct tape, and sheer determination. This phrase, "everything is figureoutable," came from those childhood memories, becoming the foundational philosophy of her life and career. The book begins by challenging limiting beliefs. Forleo invites readers to examine the thoughts they've accepted as facts, ideas like "I'm not good with money," or "I'm too old to change careers." She emphasizes that these beliefs are not truths but stories we tell ourselves, and if we can change the narrative, we can change the outcome. Through engaging personal anecdotes and stories from others, she illustrates how beliefs shape reality, and how adopting a mindset of possibility begins with questioning our assumptions. Forleo doesn't shy away from the emotional obstacles that keep people stuck. Fear, she says, is natural and unavoidable, but not a valid reason to stop. She makes a clear distinction between fear and danger. While danger is real, fear is often imagined. To move forward, she suggests befriending fear, using it as a compass pointing toward growth. Rather than fighting to eliminate fear, we should expect it, prepare for it, and act anyway. This shift reframes fear as a signpost rather than a stop sign. Action is another pillar of the figureoutable philosophy. Forleo emphasizes that clarity comes from engagement, not thought. People often wait until they feel ready, but she argues that waiting for perfect conditions is a form of procrastination. Taking even small steps toward a goal can create momentum and reveal the next step. She shares vivid stories of people who transformed their lives by taking imperfect action, illustrating that progress, not perfection, is what truly matters. A key part of the book revolves around persistence. Forleo doesn't romanticize overnight success. She shares her own bumpy journey, from being a bartender and dance instructor to building a successful online business empire. Her story shows that success is rarely linear and that setbacks are inevitable. What matters most is resilience, the decision to keep going even when it's hard, confusing, or slow. She reinforces the idea that every failure carries a lesson, and that the process is often where the real growth happens. One of the most practical tools Forleo offers is the power of decision. Indecision, she says, is a dream killer. She encourages readers to stop outsourcing their choices and start trusting their own judgment. This involves developing self-awareness and listening to your inner voice. While research and advice have their place, they should never replace your intuition. The act of choosing, even imperfectly, is empowering and brings clarity through action. Forleo also explores the issue of time, busting the myth that "I don't have time" is a valid excuse. She asserts that we make time for what truly matters. To illustrate this, she challenges readers to track their time for a few days and observe how much is spent on distractions or tasks that don't align with their goals. By becoming conscious of these habits, people can reclaim control over their schedules and make intentional choices about where their energy goes. The book digs into the excuses we create, those subtle, seductive lies we tell ourselves that keep us from growing. Excuses often wear the disguise of logic or pragmatism, but beneath them lies fear. Forleo dismantles common excuses by showing how others have overcome similar obstacles. Whether it's lack of money, education, or support, she offers real-world examples of individuals who succeeded despite these challenges, reinforcing the figureoutable mindset with proof and inspiration. Another compelling element is the emphasis on emotional intelligence. Forleo points out that we need to learn how to sit with discomfort rather than escape it. She highlights how numbing behaviors, scrolling, binging, avoiding, block progress. Facing our emotions honestly, without judgment, is an act of courage and the first step to freedom. She teaches readers how to observe their thoughts without becoming entangled in them, fostering a kind of mental spaciousness that allows for better choices. Through stories of everyday people and high achievers alike, Forleo makes the case that genius is not reserved for the select few. Talent, she says, is secondary to perseverance. She explains how commitment beats confidence. Many people wait until they feel confident to start, but confidence is a byproduct of consistent action. The people who succeed are the ones who decide, commit, and keep going, no matter how messy the journey. What sets this book apart is Forleo's voice, funny, honest, and raw. Her storytelling keeps the pace lively, making even deep concepts digestible. She blends humor with heart, mixing her own failures with triumphs in a way that never feels preachy. This transparency builds trust and makes the reader feel like they're getting advice from a wise and compassionate friend who's also been through the ringer. In one memorable chapter, she addresses rejection and criticism. Forleo reminds readers that not everyone will understand or support their journey, and that's okay. She discusses how to handle naysayers, whether external critics or the inner critic we all carry. Her antidote is to stay rooted in purpose. When you're clear about why you're doing something, criticism loses its sting. Passion gives you staying power, and resilience gives you armor. Forleo also encourages people to embrace progress over perfection. Perfectionism, she argues, is often just fear in fancy clothes. It paralyzes and postpones dreams under the guise of quality control. But real growth happens through doing, learning, and iterating. She challenges readers to start before they're ready, to build their wings on the way down, and to understand that mastery only comes through repetition and failure. Toward the end of the book, Forleo focuses on the power of contribution. Fulfillment, she says, comes not just from achieving personal goals but from serving others. The figureoutable mindset is not just for self-improvement, it's for impact. By solving problems in our own lives, we're better equipped to help others do the same. The ripple effect of this is enormous, and it's what gives this philosophy depth beyond motivation. Ultimately, Everything is Figureoutable is a manual for taking control of your life. It doesn't promise ease, but it does promise agency. It's about realizing that we don't need to wait for permission, ideal circumstances, or total certainty. What we need is belief, action, and the willingness to keep showing up. Through rich storytelling, actionable tools, and emotional clarity, Forleo delivers a message that's as practical as it is hopeful. No matter the obstacle, the solution exists, and it begins with the belief that everything truly is figureoutable.